Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Get the service started. I'd like to welcome you to the People's Church of Divine Prophecy, the Sunday service. Thank you for spending some of this first Sunday in the fall. Beautiful day here. It's really invigorating to get up and walk out the door this time of day. It's a good thing I took my motorcycle back home last night and wasn't in my front yard. I might not be here myself. A couple housekeeping rules. Please silence your cell phones unless you're back with law enforcement personnel. Restrooms down the hall, quick right, quick left, cold drinks in the fridge, hot on the table, and we have some food back there for after the service today. We've already taste tested it all. We don't need any help making sure it's safe.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody got a test.
Okay.
We'll see how you do.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'd like to have Valerie write the hymnals to start the service, symbolizing the unity of body, mind, and spirit.
Spirit and Trilling.
Yes.
Mine do that first.
We'll go with spirit then.
I thought this was a child. Over to the left a little.
We had to get rid of the adult-proof ones.
Sorry.
Please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the first one. Dear Father God, may we always approach life with joy and happiness. May we feel that undercurrent of spirit within all, as we know the creative force is there no matter what the situation, no matter what the people we're dealing with. The creative force of God is within all. We ask for the wisdom and the vision to see that and respond to that first. Amen. The next portion is a thought for the day from the pastor. I bring through something that has come across my life that I've tried to put into a spiritual perspective, or something that's created a new awareness within me in the past week. This week I want to talk about perceptions, about self and others about you and you about others. Kind of interesting today with this past week. There's the human me and there's the professional me. There's the professional me that stands up here and speaks in church as a pastor, the professional me that does healing and mediumship. And there's the personal me that deals with life just like everybody else does. My advantage is that I see spirit working in other people's lives through my readings, through my perceptions, and through my intuitive inspiration about what to speak here. That doesn't mean that I don't get affected by these daily challenges. There's a saying that came across my mind, what you think of me is none of my business. That holds well when the person has a negative opinion about you, but when you really want to know what somebody thinks about you, that you feel kindly towards, that's a different feeling. So that works well in some cases, but not in all cases. And I'm on the verge of ending a long-term relationship, so I got a lot of things running through my mind now. And, you know, it's one of them is I'm going to die alone. That's one of the reoccurring things that keeps jumping in my mind. You know? So I've been thinking that on and off, and me and a friend of mine were down at this marina yesterday listening to some live music, a friend of mine named Tim. And we had ridden our Harleys up there, so we had our garb on. And mine's pretty old school. It's a blue jean vest, made in America. Most of it's made in China nowadays. And all the patches on it mean something personal to me. It's taken me years to get 4 or 5 patches on it. And one of them says, respect all, fear none. In the middle of the wings that's over a skull with a top hat on says, reincarnation is my only hope. There's a few of them like that. So it's definitely a traditional vest. But the back of the vest has these big black wings, the Harley Davidson wings, with a skull with a top hat on top of it. customized a patch myself. At the very top, it's got an American flag and it says, "Try burning this one, a-hole."
Love it.
Definitely all American, you know, I believe American is freedom. But at any rate, we're sitting there, I got that blue jean vest on, and most people have black leather vests on, that's the new style. But like I said, I'm old school. Used to ride a motorcycle way back when I was young. I've been riding them since I was 15, so I'm pretty in the culture there. And we're sitting there talking, we've been talking about 2 hours listening to live music. And 4 ladies walked up to us, ages 25 to 45, good-looking women, and said, "We're 4 lonely women, and we would like some company." To be
Why didn't you call me?
The thing they failed to see on my vest was a big tag right in the middle of the pocket that says "Minister" on it. So their perception was being driven by everything else, and they missed that. And Tim, he's in a permanent relationship, so we had to politely decline. But you know, perceptions about yourself, their perceptions about us because of how we were dressed. Tim's a very spiritual person too. He's very fair-minded, believes in spiritual philosophy and practices it every day. And of course, I'm a spiritualist minister, but again, the perceptions of how people see you, how you see yourself. And you know, Spirit was giving me that indication, you're not going to die alone. But that's not quite what I'm looking for.
You're a hottie.
I'm barely able to deal with one relationship.
Most guys say the same thing.
Any man that thinks he can deal with more than one woman at a time is fooling himself. I can tell you that.
Idiot.
At any rate, those were some of the things that came across my perception about self. And somebody told me, they said, the personal you needs to grow up a little bit. So, you know, I guess that's what it is. And that's something we have to do all the time. As we work outwardly with things, we have to work on ourselves inwardly much harder. And at one time in my life, when I was doing a lot of service work for a group that I had stopped drinking with, that's what their program was. You had to be a certain level of awakening before they would allow you to start to do service work with others. And once you did that, they made sure that you were doubling up on your own program to keep yourself even better at it. Because once you start dealing with people, one of 2 things happens. Either you start living off of their successes and stop trying to create your own, or you get too full of yourself and think that you're really something. So you have to work doubly hard on yourself when you're in service work to others. And sometimes I forget that. So I'm going to spend a little time on myself and try to remember who I am without being the medium, without being the healer, without being the pastor. I have to remember that person and allow that person to be full and validated too. Thank you for listening. Next portion of the service is the healing portion. I'd like to see if Bart would like to do it today, and Judy. Looks like everybody here pretty much knows how this works, so I won't take a lot of time explaining that. Just as you feel the need, sit over in the chairs or sit in the chairs on the back and hear the chime that says one of the chairs is vacant. Ashkhen will lead us in a guided meditation. So we'll start this portion by reading the prayer for spiritual healing. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God.
Find a comfortable position to sit. Feet straight on the floor, palms out in your lap. You may close your eyes and take in a few deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. becoming more and more relaxed. And your mind quiet as you release and let go of the thoughts that are occupying your mind at this time. Feel your mind becoming quiet with each inhale and exhale. Just focus on your breath. Engage with the mechanism of your breath. While you breathe, feel the flow of your breath. That is flowing throughout your entire body, from head to toe. Flowing like a river, nourishing, nurturing your body, your mind, your spirit. Just follow the flow of your breath. That is taking you deeper within yourself to a very peaceful and quiet presence that feels calm, quiet, and soothing. While you breathe in and out, repeat to yourself quietly, I am at peace within and with my surroundings, with each inhale and exhale. I am at peace within and with my surroundings. Embrace and breathe. Feel the calmness of your body and the quietness of your mind. And you just feel your breath that is full. Feel your awareness shifting higher, higher to your forehead and above your head, and connecting with your higher self to the presence of God, mighty I am presence that is surrounded with brilliant, brilliant golden light. Connect with this mighty presence. There are no thoughts in this state of consciousness. It is a pure state of being. Become one with your higher self and the mighty I am presence that is within your soul and spirit. Just breathe in and breathe out and embrace this mighty presence. and the quietness. You hear the voice of God, the mighty I am presence. Decree. As you listen, you hear the voice of your I am presence. I am. I am. I am infinite. I am pure and perfect. I am. I am. I am divine light. I am divine love. I am divine knowledge. I am divine wisdom. I am all that I am. Feel the I am presence within you. I am the creator of the universe, the heavens, the light dimensions of light. I am. I am the creator of the heaven and the earth and every sentient being. I am. I am manifestation of Christ consciousness, dwelling in the physical body. I am creating, manifesting, materializing my thoughts, my intentions that serves the highest good, the highest good of all. While you breathe, feel the power of this creation that is within you. And you listen. I am the beginning. I am the ending. I am Alpha. I am Omega. I am content with who I am, for I am all that I am. I am whole. I am complete. In the presence of your mighty I am that governs your entire being, your body's physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Feel the alignment of your consciousness with your higher self, with your perfect self. from this golden light, coming down to your head, to the crown of your head, healing and clearing your mental body, awakening the divine knowledge and wisdom within your soul and spirit, creating new thoughts, new insights that will serve your highest good and the highest good of all. With a new vision, new inspiration, new perception, and new awareness, you feel the shifting of your thoughts and your perception by focusing on the perfection that is within each soul. The mighty I Am presence that is within each person. The presence of God that is vital within each soul. You see the goodness and the brightness of every person. Feel this golden energy moving gently down to your throat, to your shoulders, to your arms. See and feel this energy flowing throughout your entire body. As it moves, it clears, it cleanses, it balances, and harmonizes all the parts within your physical body. Renews the cells, the tissues, energizes the electrons, the protons, the neutrons. Envision every cell in your body is being nurtured, renewed. The electrons, the atoms, vibrating with this golden divine healing energy. Feel the energy moving down to your lower body. Down to your knees, to your feet. See it going out through the soles of your feet and anchoring you to the earth. Breathe in and breathe out. And anchor those vibrations, the light, the divine knowledge and wisdom, the love of God that is within you. Anchor in this physical reality and let it project through your vibrations, through your thoughts, with your interactions with others. Let it be of the highest good, including yourself and others. Let God to be in charge. Let go and let God be. And wherever you are, just allow your light to shine and allow your love to project. As you let go of the light, know that light is always there to protect you, to guide you. Just follow your breath. There is slowly. And to the here and now. Just integrate all those higher vibrations of your higher self, here and wherever you are. Become aware of your physical senses, your feet, your hands. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
In this portion of the reading of one of the 10 laws of right. 10th law of right says, manifest love above and beyond everything else. Seek to cultivate it in our families, friends, and among all fellow human beings. The feeling of that real love which cannot think, speak, or do a wrong thing to any creature. Remembering that where love is, all other principles of right are embodied in and fulfilled by it. Please stand for the next hymn.
Let's go to Nearer My God to Thee. That's number 1 in your white page. That is the spiritualist hymn. I think Reverend Smith told us once that is the spiritualist hymn, Nearer My God to Thee. 12 verses.
Thomas is an ordained spiritualist minister since 1972. He began teaching based upon his research in parapsychology and instituted the Divine Church of Knowledge in 1973. He was instrumental in bringing the word metaphysics into the definition and the practice of what it is today in the United States. So let's welcome Dr. Thomas.
Not her age. Good morning.
Good morning.
I tell you, can you pass them out? Thank you for the wonderful meditation. Good morning. I would like to speak about is your teachers or your guides. Now, I don't know how many people know about your teachers or your guides, but at some point in time, I'm going to ask two people to pass these out to everyone.
Right now?
Right now. Right now. I got it. It's important that when I first started this road trip, I'm going to call it a road trip, is that first thing was in this spiritual church back in the 60s, they started talking about my guides and my teachers. And in so doing, I didn't know what they were. And so I went along with the program. And our guides are our angels. Everyone knows about angels, right? And the angels do appear to us. They appear in different ways. But with your teachers or your guides, we have 7. And those each have 7 times 7 times 7, so you've got about 144 of them. Because you bring back, after lifetime, all these different things. And especially when I first met this wonderful lady in my office, Reverend Mary Rossi, who came for a healing one day, or she was in severe pain, and I worked on her and brought her up, and this is 1964, brought her up off the table. She turned around, and I said, Mom, and she said, Son, at the same time. So I was born to her in 1925 and died at birth. So this started another research project on incarnation and how many times have I lived. And it's been brought up that I have gone through 365 reincarnations that I could remember. So my guides and my teachers have been with me, it seems like, all my life. And my master teacher, it was very strange how he came into me. In 1968, he totally appeared in my living room. And I said, okay. And it was Master Matthew. He says, Master Matthew, I'm not a real Bible person. I was at one time. I had to study the Bible. And here it is, it's Matthew from the Bible. He started giving me all this lecture on things that I was doing. Then the next thing happened. This little girl appeared, and that's down at the bottom, your messenger or your guide. And she came in. And this all has to do with meditation. It all has to do with meditation. And I says, who are you? She says, well, she says, I'm your little girl, and her name was Bluebonnet. I'll never forget this in my entire life. Because I was teaching healing class, and she takes over the healing class. She took me over, and I'm not one to go into trance that much. She takes me over and she teaches the class. And one of the students says, Dr. Thomas brought me back and says, you know, that's not what you taught last week. She's given to us all wrong. So what happened was, I asked my teacher, I said, what do I do to get rid of her? And he says, go into meditation, thank her for coming, thank her for helping you this far, and then ask her to leave your band. So I did. So then it took me a long time to get a new teacher, another little girl. My Indian guide has been with me, and I should listen more to my chemical doctor. Although he was in the room when I said I do not want a stent, and I didn't have a stent. He took care of it, plus a lot of other people took care of it. And certain things happen with our chemical doctors, and they pops in. You know, some days you say, okay, something's really wrong with my system. And all of a sudden, why are you drinking a whole bottle of orange juice? Or go to the cabinet and get something else, or you crave a certain thing. And it's them that are telling you this is what you need in your system. So as you go along, now some people never have a sister or a nun in their vibration, but there is somebody else that will come in on a religious aspect. The nurse, funny thing about the nurse, she always appears to me when somebody is making their transition. And when she comes in, she says, so-and-so is making their transition, you better give some help. So usually what happens is that I get flat on the bed. And they take me out of my body, and I go and do whatever I'm supposed to do on the other side. So my Indian chief, or my Indian guide, is really one that really works hard. He's kept me in an alkaline body because I was a very acidy person. So I'm balanced out chemically. I'm bringing this up because sometimes people wonder who your teachers or your guides are. Now I have several students in the room that know each one of their guides. Don't you? Don't you? You know one. She's practicing still. But they're all there. They're all around us every day. And when we get so that we know them, we talk to them. And during the meditation today was really strange because every one of my teachers and guides came in during that meditation and said and gave me something that I need for today or for tomorrow. And when you listen and you go within and you make a contact with your own I am presence, like we did in our meditation, then it all comes into reality. And don't think you're crazy or you're nuts when you get an image or you get somebody that comes into your vibration and starts talking to you. Because it works. It works on all levels. Thank you and have a blessed day.